Well, good morning, everyone. All right, let's see if we can get this chat set up properly. I think we're moving in the right direction. And oh, James coming in hot. Good morning, Alex. I am getting the chat set. We may have to take a look at the settings at some point. I keep getting a notice when I go live that my soundboard isn't working, but it seems to be working. You think that's probably what it is? Not something I'm doing? Okay. Okay, cool. Well, good morning, James. How goes the battle, sir? Got some smoke. Yeah, exactly. Good morning, Dave. How's it going? How's the vacation? Wow, 96. That's great. The fam enjoying everything? When do you guys go back home? Oh, okay. All right. Well, it doesn't look like you're a tomato yet as far as you're burning. Yeah, exactly. Nothing like the Trump rally that day. Gosh, that was brutal. It was brutal to me and I wasn't even there. All right, well, let's say good morning to some people here. Who do we have? We have Lee is here. Good morning, Lee. Kim 55, Leonard Little, Joy, Dana Mackey, Mary Lise Brown, the one, the only, the legend, the sheriff, Lisa Maria. Good morning, Lisa. J squared 79 is here. Donna Fox, Sarah Catherine, Big B, Martin's WB. Hey, Martin's, glad you could make it. Doug Kimmons, yes. You guys heard about Hulk Hogan, right? Yeah, he passed away this morning. Yep, 71 years old. Yeah. PJ Party's here. Good morning. Trendy Mama is here. Yes, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I know, me too. Sassy Minnesota girl made it. Good morning, Sassy. Only the Schwaglers saying, have a great day, Dave. And we have Diva53, Tracy Fagan, Dog Lover is here. Good morning, Cindy Lou, Jan loving being grandma. Larry is here, Rick's R27. I'm married to Bob, Sarah Catherine. Jojo is here. Hey, Jojo. And let's see, Kevin Kiesler as well. And Mickalicious is here. I love that name, Mickalicious. Exactly. Mum's the word said Ozzy, Hulk, and Theo. Rest in peace. Yeah, very true. Very true. Lee was saying the other day that she said they come in threes. Well, I guess she was right. Yeah, exactly. Well, what's interesting is I was reading up on it this morning, and apparently there was rumors that he was in a coma for the last portion of his life. His wife denied it, and then all of a sudden today he's gone. Crazy, right? Let's see. Oh, geez, Alex, I am so glad you're a moderator now on YouTube because it's already started over there. Exactly. Exactly. So everybody who doesn't realize yesterday, YouTube was just on fire for the show, which typically doesn't happen. And we had the most, how would I even say, toxic trolls on YouTube yesterday. So now Alex is a moderator on YouTube, and that won't be happening again. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's see. We have David Kirkham is here on YouTube. Vonnie Darling is here on. Exactly. Exactly. Bonnie Darling over on Facebook. Uh, we got the trolls over there. All right. Well, at least they're not as crazy as they were yesterday anyway. Christy B78 from Hayesville, Kansas just joined us. Hey, Christy B. Native San Diegan is here. Native San Diegan said, "Do you know you're getting old when everyone you grew up with passes one after another?" Well, I mean, that's the circle of life, right? Martin's WB said, "My son met him in February." Oh, wow, that's really cool. Was he as a nice a person in person? Martin, I would love to know about that. Oh, let's see here. Mum's the word is here. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're piling in now. Alex, what do we have? Let's get started. What do we have in indices today? Wow. James is shaking his head. Uh-huh. He knows why. Go ahead, Alex. Sorry. Yeah. 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 Exactly. It's really a shame. But he did a lot of good. And not only in his life, but in the last portion of his life, he stood for truth. He stood for America. And I hope and pray that he'll be remembered for that. Exactly. That's actually pretty good, Alex. Um, so Benji 1959 is coming in hot with a hat of joy. Thank you, Ben. Traveler just made it. Hi, Traveler. And look who's here. John Gwynn, the man, the myth, the legend, just popped in. All right. Wendy and Valerie. Oh, Valerie James said, "I grew up with Hulk Hogan. So sad." Yeah, it really is. It is. Chris Romano's here as well. Good morning, Chris. All right. Dave, do we have a farming and agriculture report today? Yeah, great. Thanks, Dave. Just like Beth Dutton said, did he pass away? Yes. Hulk Hogan did pass away this morning. I believe at the age of 71. And I don't know any other details other than that. Apparently, it was a heart attack. At least that's what they're saying, initial reports. But I guess we'll have to just wait and see. All right, James, what do we have in terms of the military? There we go. And that would be a great addition. Jerry BR549 just made it. We have Cece just made it. Hi, Cece. Yes, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Ozzy Crosby is over here on YouTube. Welcome, Ozzy. Yeah, Alex just responded to Ozzy on YouTube saying, "Hey, Ozzy, I got admin chair today. No need to worry. I like that. Excellent." Ozzy said he has no sound on that end. Can you check that, Alex? I wonder if it has to do with that message I've been getting. Hold on, everybody. We're trying to figure out if we're live on YouTube or working on YouTube. Okay, cool. Right on. Just want to make sure it was working well. Pure Blood Holly John said ICE is also hiring 10,000. Great salary and benefits. Wow, interesting. What do you know? ICE is hiring? What a surprise. Good. Hire them up, is what I say. All right, let's jump in here. First up, this is interesting. California Republican Assembly members are preparing voters to collect signatures for an upcoming ballot measure that would require California voters to show a valid ID at the ballot box. Now, when President Trump came to California after the fires, and I don't say wildfires, but the fires, he said two things had to be made, had to be done here in California in order to get the federal funding. Number one, turn on the water, which happened. And number two, voter ID must be instituted. And it looks like it's happening now. Alex, what are your thoughts? Right. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Jeff Papp made it. Hey, Jeff. James, what are your thoughts on this whole California debacle and boondoggle? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Deborah Dodd Wade just sent a spaceman of some sort. I've never seen that before. That was really cool. Thank you, Deborah. Dave, what do you think about this whole California deal? Yeah. Well, was he voted back in or was he put back in? And Mike Netter was one of the two guys that did that recall on Gavin Newsom, and Mike's a personal friend of mine. We talked about it as it was going on. There, we got like 2 million signatures in a matter of days, right? And then all of a sudden he comes in and he gets reelected. I don't think so. One of the things, what's that? Yeah, exactly. And like I was saying, so I don't know if everybody heard. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow on the dispatch, but Mike Lindell was successful in his court trial. The $5 million they were trying to get him to have to pay is not the case anymore. And I think Mike has been a stalwart of American freedom for as long as I can remember. And I think that we're going to see a trickle down effect, not only in the federal elections, but down to the state level, down to the regional level, even at the city level. And I think that's what we're experiencing right now. I think that's the direction that it's going in it. You have one congressman who I know personally, I've met him, is Kevin Kiley. And Kevin, he's like MAGA in the California Congress, and he has been holding almost everyone to account in a good way, and he's becoming more and more successful with it. And as I've said many times, California is much more red than people realize. If she does, I've never heard her. Yeah, exactly. In fact, I've been back and forth still with the person who's running for controller, Herb, here in California. I've been back and forth with his staff. We're getting him on the show. He will be coming on. I just don't know. It's been a back and forth, missing phone calls and that type of thing. But he will be coming on, and I'm sure he'll have some great insight on that. Yeah. So what do I need to do? Like just hit refresh or start the whole thing again?